Hello Rebels and welcome back to my life. So the weekend is almost to a close, the big huge book sale is almost over, and I want to say a big fat thank you to everybody who has replied to the posts and the comments and the emails and who's got the books. You've made this weekend really, truly amazing. Quite a lot of new people have picked up copies of the books. I hope that you guys will enjoy them quite a lot. Make sure to let me know when you've read them. I like hearing things. I also over the weekend set up a whole series of emails that people get when they sign up for the email list, and so now when you sign up and become a rebel on the email list, you're gonna get a whole series of 8 emails telling you about like how I became a writer and why I wrote each book that I wrote. And I really hope people enjoy that. You know, I tell some of the stories here on the YouTube channel and I tell them elsewhere, but I've never really put it all in one place before, so that's cool. And as a reminder, everybody on the list will get an email tonight where you can get the 2 exclusive ebooks that I'm giving as part of the whole weekend blowout thing. Okay, but enough about that. I want to talk about something else, something that happened this weekend that reminded me of something that I've thought about a lot, but here it is. Now you'll remember at the end of the first Harry Potter book and movie, Dumbledore comes in kind of at the last second and says, hey, I'm gonna give Harry, Ron, and Hermione all of these extra points and Gryffindor wins the House Cup. And I read a post on Tumblr a couple of weeks ago that was like, oh my god, this was so unfair, this is so arbitrary, Dumbledore just must have pissed off House Slytherin, those students must have been so disappointed just because Harry's like the chosen one, this is bullcrap. And when I read the post, I totally agreed with it. I was like, yeah man, that's just arbitrary, you can't just like change the rules like that, that's just favoritism, blah 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 blah. But like a lot of things on the internet, that's actually kind of some cherry-picked data, or rather, data presented only one way, so that you don't think about the other side of it. And when I thought about it a little bit more, I kind of changed my mind. Basically, I watched the first Harry Potter movie with my kids on Friday for the first time, and I remembered that earlier in the book/movie, Harry, Ron, and Hermione had all lost 50 points each because they'd been caught sneaking out of bed in the middle of the night. And the only reason they were sneaking around in the middle of the night was because they were trying to find and stop Lord Voldemort, which they ended up doing. So when you consider it in that light, it kind of makes sense for Dumbledore to say, hey, you know those points we took away from your house because of what you did? Well, because of what you did ended up saving the entire wizarding world, we're just gonna give the points back. In other words, in that final scene, Dumbledore isn't giving an extra 150 points to Ron, Harry, and Hermione. He's saying that their yearly contributions to the House Cup are approximately 0. Now, it's not exactly 0 because you might remember he gave Harry the extra 10 points, right? McGonagall took away 50 and later Dumbledore gave 60. So 10 points net gain. So the message is, for saving the entire wizarding world and stopping Voldemort from coming back to life, you get 10 house points. But it gets even worse because he gave the same number of points to Neville Longbottom for standing up to them. So in the end, Dumbledore gave Harry Potter the same amount of house points for thwarting Lord Voldemort's plan that he gave to Neville Longbottom for trying to stop him. That final scene is pretty unfair, just not the way we thought. This is, no joke, the kind of thought process that occupies my mind for like 3 hours when I'm trying to go to sleep one night. So I'm glad to have put it in your thought pan too. Thanks very much for watching, Rebels. VEDA continues for the entire rest of the month, so I will see you tomorrow. Maybe. Bye!